Hello, everyone, and welcome to the stream. This is Otaku Showboat. Today is Sunday, February 9th, 2020. If you're watching the VOD on YouTube, don't forget to comment. My voice. Oh, noes. Oh, noes. Don't forget to comment, like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and if you are so inclined, head on over to twitch.tv/Otaku Showboat to leave a follow to be notified when I go live Sundays, Tuesdays, and Thursdays from 10 a.m. to approximately 1 p.m. U.S. Eastern Time. You can do all of the social stuff through the links below the video, including supporting Pyandon's mods development at patreon.com/Pyandon and myself at patreon.com/Otaku Showboat. So, let's get into the game. Yeah, that's what we'll do. We'll go straight into the game today, where I'm going to say I did absolutely nothing off screen between the last time we met and today. I did absolutely nothing off screen. So we're gonna have time. We're gonna have time. What did we do last time? Last time we set up lead plates on the train network, as well as set up ash on the train network. Some dedicated ash production for the train network. That's also happening to produce some syngas for borax mining. So that's a thing. And yeah, started to build out some Ulric, an Ulric factory, pretty much. So the Pi suite, including alien life, has been updated since. Just got a recent update today to that, in fact. And if I actually look, I see that we've got both King Arthur and Pyandon here in the chat. So, yeah, Pyandon's like continuing to add things to Alien Life. That's the first thing, and the second thing is that King Arthur has apparently been working on fixing bugs. Here's the thing. So, first thing I noticed when I went into the tech tree is we've got a tech here. Corlex. This is a new creature that is new to me, for the exception that it does not actually currently exist yet. That is the key. Is that this isn't fully implemented yet. The techs are here. The creature. The creature technically exists with a whole bunch of the recipes. The items exist, but it's not no recipe actually assigned to the thingies yet. So it's a work in progress. But those will be some like dairy creatures. You'll be squeezing those creatures for stuff. For their fluids. Squeezing them for their fluids. Anyway, that's a thing. Milk is coming. Yes, milk. Quote unquotes. Quotes milk. Yes, it's totally milk. Of that I have no doubt. But we are going to have to define what kind of milk. Anyway, so that was like the very first thing that I noticed when getting today's update was this now is a thing, just because it's a tech I can take, and the tech can move. So yeah, we were in the middle of doing stuff. Why did I not do anything off screen? See about that. Yeah, I've been playing this game called Black Desert Online. It's a thing. It exists, and it takes up a lot of time. Almost like Factorio, except that it's an MMO. That I've been playing, by myself, by my lonesome. But there's content there. There's content there. I have been leveling a character and doing all those wonderful things. Anyway, where did we exactly leave off? I'm going to have to think about this. So we've got We've got mushrooms. We've got something for moss. We've got wood with biomass. We need CO2. Yeah, we need CO2 from the biomass. Clonk that down. Grab some CO2 biomass recipe. We've got, I think the line of 6 here. This is the biomass from logs, and this one is the wood. By the way, the icon has now been fixed. That was a coal processing update. I have not seen or looked at what other things have changed in the coal processing update. Besides that, there was also like a high-tech upgrade or something like that. For fusion energy, I think, was updated. Something somewhere was updated. Right, I need to pick up additional sand extractors. That is a thing. And Augs. Right. I am slowly remembering. So 29. 29 Augs. Let's actually say 30 and do 2 lines of 15. 15. I can count. Oh boy. Who knew? Who knew? I can count. Right. So this is the thing. Let's actually get the stuffs. Hold up. Can that actually... Yes, that can stretch. Oh, hello, tech. That was a surprising thing. Thank you, tech, for occurring. So grab all of that, and then just paste it down. Oop. Do not do it that way. Do not do it that way. And there we go. The inserters need to be mirrored, so I'm going to just have to do this in a couple of steps for the other side. So step 1, get the buildings placed. Because it's not going to be quite as simple. Like you can see, I don't exactly need that there. This is what I want. This is what I prefer. There we go. Yeah, just manually run the belt. And off to the races we shall be. So all of this is to get some bone meal. Glorious bone meal, a whole 3 per second. Now, there's one thing that I haven't done quite yet, and that is to do a refresh just in case literally anything changed about this, so we get some proper values of things. Looks like nothing has changed on this front yet. So it's still going to be 73 and a 0.5 caged Ulric into 8 slaughterhouses to give us 3 bone meal in the end. Note this right here. You missed the start. You missed, like, nothing. Literally nothing. Outside of logistics. Logistics, that's all you've missed today. I did literally nothing off screen. Any news about the release? There is no news about the release outside of the fact that King Arthur has apparently done fixes, so that might be something that we, test to see if what's still broken on the caravans. Ahem. We might have to wall in some caravans and see if that's been fixed yet. Yeah. So this hasn't been updated, I think. Yeah, just doing the refresh. We've got numbers of things. But yeah, if things are okay on that front, I anticipate that the release will be quote-unquote very, very soon. I think we can now say very, very soon for the release of Pi Alien Life. It's also got 2 graphics mods because it's too big for the mod portal to have just one for the actual size of the file. So there are officially 2 graphics mods to go with Alien Life. So King Arthur's saying this should work, basically. That they should work for the caravans. Might be a 3rd one. Okay. Cool. Anyway, so Augs. Yeah, this recipe is the recipe. I'm going to need to get some amount of steel here as well, just because we're going to need the actual barrels to do the barreling. Fortunately, with the barrels, it's a set amount. The barrels are 1-to-1. Oh, that would be a good thing to ask. Well, I guess it won't matter, actually, because there's no way to get productivity on these. It's like, I was just thinking, if we could get productivity on these buildings, we sort of need to have the barrels coded as catalysts so that you don't end up with extra barrels, but you can't put productivity in these. So, hey, yeah, these have their own special modules that they need. But if someone were to, say, have an option enabled to have productivity modules through beacons, which I don't have set, but one could set it if they're running Bob's mods, or any of the other number of mods that allow you to put productivity modules in beacons, it might be a good idea to have those barrels returned set as catalysts so that the productivity does not add anything. You end up with the same amount, and I'm realizing we're not connected. That's cheating. Well, yeah, I mean that's what people do, right? I mean, everything in the name of UPS. Everything is game. It's fair in the wars for the UPS. All is fair in the wars for UPS. Just, as people begin to build their mega bases, there is a mod for longer range power poles specifically for Pyandons, so you can have a little bit of an easier time. But that is for me a step too far. I'm okay with having a whole bunch of power poles. Especially when things tend to be sized so that mediums can stretch across them. That is fine, for me at least. I'm just going to shift this a little bit. I'm probably going to do a lot of shifting of things as we go, just for reference. Yes, it's a Darth Vader mug. It's a cheap mug that I got at a Target a long time ago. It's and it holds a lot. A lot. It's a really big mug. Why go away? Why did you pop up? This is what I wanted. What's next? We're sort of ignoring the actual finishing of the logistics right now. There's no real point turning everything on until the infrastructure is finished for this particular production block / factory, giving us bone meal. So that was the Augs setup. Now it's the Relesia. Yes, now we get into the Relesia, and it looks like I am in need of soil extractors for the Relesia as well. So I think now is the time to actually head back to pick up some soil extractors, pick up the sand extractors, as well as pick up some more power poles. Yeah, power poles, sand extractors, soil extractors, all these wonderful things that I am currently missing. So, yeah, stuff, things. How's weekends going? I went out to eat yesterday to a restaurant called Carrabba's with family. We have people visiting for this weekend, so we all went out and ate at the Carrabba's. That's my weekend thus far. It's been okay. It ate into my time to play Black Desert Online / Factorio / anything else. I'm not a social person. For reference, I'd rather be sitting right here doing literally anything than be out and about. Why are you... Oh, that would help. Also, that would help. Yeah. Yeah, that would help. Alright, give me stuffs. Stuffs! Mall! Mall needs to do its job and give me all of its things. Here. Wait, what? Right. Right, alright. New plan. Sometimes adjustments need to be made. Solid seps? Where's my solid seps? Solid separators. I'm not making any. But I can. So. The issue is that we need niobium. One of the reasons why I'm making the bone meal is to help me make niobium. There's lots of these things in the pie suite, by the way. Lots of these circumstances. Alright, this means that I need a source of... what was it? This. Coarse fraction. The alternative here, by the way, is to use more moss farms instead of coarse fraction. And also, that would mean producing more CO2. I think twice as much CO2 would be required, which means a bigger wood setup for more logs and all of that good stuff. So, yeah, coarse fraction is very important. And I was going to do it through here, but we can't make the sand extractors yet. In the alternative, we have a solid separator recipe that gives us sand and coarse fraction and limestone and biomass. And of course, the tar recipe that gives us tailings dust and coarse fraction for stone, as well as tar and tailings. Both of these are really good recipes. Just for reference, both of these are really good for our purposes. The question is, how much coarse fraction do we need? We need... scrolling down, 3.4, so it's a 1-to-1. 3.4 per second of the coarse fraction. Which is why, once we get our first sets of this stuff, we're going to compare. We're going to compare with the destructive distillation column, which I'm forgetting exactly where I have those. Where are my DDCs? Oh, joy. The joy of hunting for DDCs. Not in here. I think it would be among this stuffs. Or over here. This stuff's here. Yeah. So this is gonna be lots of tar on the DDC. Or lots of stone, I should say. To give up to 7.5. So yeah, one of these. At about half, which is going to be, let's say, 13 stone per second. Alphabetize them all. Nah. So we could spend like 13 stone per second to get the amount of coarse fraction that we need. As one option. As another option, we could have 8 solid separators, a bunch of soil extractors, and get this stuff. And get like 4 biomass, which is going to be like more than enough. More than enough. So this would allow me to then downscale the wood production. Oddly enough, because the biomass would be enough to give the CO2 that I need. More than enough for the CO2, and it would definitely contribute towards what's being spent on the Augs. What's being spent on the Augs? Let's get that pin back up so I can more clearly scroll through the list. So the Augs need 2.2. And then it's 0.5 on the Relesia. Yeah. So, in actuality, doing this with the solid separator would be providing more than enough biomass, as well as providing the coarse fraction that I need. Though, I will need less moss as I would need less wood going into biomass. So there's all of these things to consider, because basically this would go away almost fully if I introduce the coarse fraction biomass recipe. And I don't know how Helmod would handle adding, like, getting rid of this and adding the other recipe here, the this one. So it hopefully does this automatically. It gives me the amount of coarse fraction that's needed. Yeah, see, this is now adjusted. So all the numbers are different. Yay! All the numbers are different. We still only need the one building on the CO2. We've got, in the end, it looks like 3 coarse fraction. Or, yeah, 3 coarse fraction, 3 biomass needed, instead of the, like, 3 point whatever it was. Yeah, this works. We still need to get... Ha! So we went from needing 6 wood processing units, converting logs to biomass, down to 1. So now 1 is fine. Working at 65.5%. So, yay, I guess, by doing this. The problem is now we're going to end up with 2 limestone extra and 12.9 sand extra that we have to deal with. 12.9! That is a lot of sand. That is a lot of sand required. Yeah. Huh. Alright. What can I do with the sand? What can I do with sand? Well, as it just so happens, sand has a lot of potential uses. Including making pure sand, but you could also make, like, rich dust. We could, like, do a mini setup for making a little bit of extra chromium, if we really wanted to. Anything that would be, like, useful to me, though, like, right now? Not really. I guess I'm going to just void it. Yeah, I guess we're just gonna void this sand. Could make creosote, but eh. Or make sand castings, but eh. Nah. You can't, like, sort the sand into anything else. What to do with all the stone, gravel, sand you get from the ore processing? Void it. That's what I do, anyway. I void. Also, how many of the thingies? Building counts. Oh, hey, building counts. That's what I needed to know. And also get that pin back. Yeah, I void. Others centralize everything, try to make use of everything, but eh. That's not how I operate. I prefer having dedicated setups for stuffs. Let's see. Solids. Have I picked up enough of those? Yes, I have exactly enough of those. So I think I'm good. Grabbed a bunch of the soil extractors for the soil. Water. How do I have a UPS of 120? It's when game speed sets to 2, it's doubling the FPS UPS when you set game speed to 2. That's how that goes. If I set it higher than 2, like 5, we can have a UPS of 220 some odd is what we're capping at right now. You thought I've got a supercomputer? Well, technically, yes. I do have a pretty strong computer to be able to even run at that level, but the game caps at 60 on game speed 1. It caps at 60 no matter how strong or powerful whatever your computer is. It will not go above 60 at game speed 1. That is a engine limitation for FPS UPS. It tries to keep it synced together. If game speed is set to higher than 100% or times 1, it will multiply your FPS and UPS by that amount. Now, if I'm not mistaken, there is a mod that like helps to decouple FPS and UPS. You can do things like set FPS to 120 and game speed to half to keep the UPS at 60 with FPS at 120. I think there's a mod for that. Don't know if it's been updated or not, or if it still functions, but hey, I think that exists. That would be nice to have if that exists. Anyway, because my monitor is capable of displaying 144 at a time. So I'm able to see this as silky smooth 120 right now. FPS. I stream at 30. So big difference between the stream and what I see on my screen. What else do I need? Probably more pipe. Pipe. Pipe is good. Pipe is awesome and magnificent. I should have more pipe. Lots more pipe. Now where's my car? Let's get back to building. Preferably with a little bit less crashing. That'd be great. Let's go. So, what are we going to do after this? I don't know, actually. What are we going to do after completing this bone meal? Well, obviously, I need to get niobium. That's the next milestone, is to get niobium, non-zero amounts. Yes, those are rocks. Let's get away from the rocks. I need niobium. I need aluminium on my network. I need like lots of things. We've done that. We've done that, and this is what we're working on now. So yeah, it's like so many things on my list. So many things on this list. I mean we're sort of working on this right now. This is delete that. Yes. Stuffs. Yeah, nickel, zinc, nexalite, rare earth, all the biosamples. Yeah, chromium. Yeah, all these great things. Aluminium for duralumin on the network, the train network. Plans. Plans are on the... Really? A tree. A tree in the way stopped the car. Oh boy. I need niobium, by the way, because it is what blocks me from being able to make things like sand extractors, things like big power poles, things like, oh, I don't know, the unslimed iron processing chain for the hydro cyclones that are required for one of the steps of the unslimed iron process. that's a very important step. So yeah, I need the niobium, and unfortunately, the niobium is going to require uh, organic solvent and uh, some ammonia. So organic solvent and ammonia and refined syngas. So we have to like get all of these things to mine and process niobium. I'm out of my coffee. This is gonna be a heck of a stream because I am now out of my coffee. Anyway, let us adjust this stuff now. So I need one of these, not not as many as I had previously. How many making the actual wood? Wood? Still 5. Auto saving. Alright, so there's the wood out. 4 of those. Fastwoods. Fastwoods? 10. Wow, savings. That was a heck of a savings, my goodness. We went from 15 to 10 on the fastwoods. Wow, and we saved one whole moss. Yeah, one whole moss. By doing the solid sap recipe here.